Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a product review on a couple of different products, and they are wheel cleaners. One is the Griots Garage, and this is the standard wheel cleaner. It's green and it's pH neutral. It's safe for every kind of wheel out there. So it's very gentle, and I'm kind of interested in it because I have some high dollar rims on the Viper. So I've always wanted to test this. So we're going to be testing this one today, and it's about $10, but you can get it usually with an online coupon code at Advanced Auto. You can get it for 30% off, which makes it pretty good for around $7, something like that. It's a pretty good deal for this. So anyway, we'll test it out on my wife's BMW, who hasn't washed it in probably a month or better because of the weather. So it's a really nasty wheel, and we're going to do half with the Griots Garage, and the other half we are going to be using this kind of cool product. It's the Dub by Meguiar. This is the high-end Meguiar line, and it's the Dub Cleaner. This has the chemistry in it that reacts to iron particles from brake dust and different things on the wheel, so it turns colors. It will turn like a plum purple when it reacts with that stuff, and it's ready to go. So let's head outside to the BMW, and we will work on it out there and see how these two cleaners do. All right, guys, so here we are out of my wife's BMW, and you can see the wheel is extremely dirty. So this is going to be a great chance to test these two products. I'm just going to do a side-by-side. So we're going to do on the right side of the wheel, we're going to do this Dub Cleaner, and on the left side of the wheel, we're going to do the Griots Wheel Cleaner. And we're basically going to see which one, or how they react. Now this is the color changing iron sensing chemistry in this one right here, and this is a very gentle pH neutral cleaner that's safe for everything. So and this one's probably safe for most things too. Pretty sure it is. It's got a fairly neutral pH as well. So anyway, we're going to hose the wheel down, and then we'll start the side-by-side test. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is let's just hose any loose brake dust off. Okay, once that's done, we're going to take this side of the tire, and we're going to apply the Griots. And it says to let that sit for a minute. This says to let it sit 3 to 5 minutes. So and yes, it looks like coolant. For some reason, they decided that that would be that's a good thing to do. So I'm not sure. The other thing I don't really like about this one, as you can see, the Griot seems to cling better than the Dub Cleaner. The Dub Cleaner seems to just run off a lot. But anyway, we'll check back here in about 3 minutes. I'll leave the Griots on that long too, and we'll see how they do. All right, guys, so it's been a couple of minutes, and as you can see, it's changed to a purple color, meaning it's the chemistry has reacted with the iron particles on the wheel from the brake dust, and it should be ready to go. It's been, like I said, between 2 and 3 minutes. This says leave 3 to 5, and this is supposed to be left for a minute. So there's a big advantage not having to wait 3 to 5 minutes and just a minute with the Griots. But I have got, let me show you this, I've got just clean water in here. So basically any cleaning action is just going to be from agitation and the product on the wheels. And it looks like I got a little bit over there, so we'll look more at this side for the Griots. So I'm just going to get a nice soft brush here, and we'll just do a little bit of agitation. Definitely a lot coming off. kind of do an overall rinse there. And we're just going to go ahead and hose it off. All right. So, to me, it looks like get some clean water on my hands here, and we'll. I don't see any dirt there. I don't see any dirt there. So, basically, it looks like to me they do about the same job. Cleaning-wise, they do about the same job. So. There's a little bit of dirt in there, but I could have missed that. So anyway, I think the Griots, even though it's a lot less, it's a much gentler cleaner, seems to clean just as well, which was really surprising to me. So anyway, we'll go back in the garage and we'll finish this out, and I'll give my thoughts on it. Okay, so that was the test, and my final thoughts on these are they're both great. They both clean really, really well, much better than just soap and water, which is what I normally use. So I'm really happy with the cleaning power of both of these. So let's first talk about the Dub Wheel Cleaner. Very cool technology and chemistry in this. It's kind of the rage right now, and it's very neat. Plus, it's very cheap, and you can get it anywhere, which makes this a really good choice. It's got a couple of negatives, though, in my opinion. One is that it takes 3 to 5 minutes before you can agitate it, and it changes color. That's a pretty long time, especially when you're, out in the sun or it's just a hot day or the wind's blowing. It has a tendency to dry out. Second thing about it is it's kind of runny. You saw from the video when I sprayed that half of the wheel, it seemed to run a lot more than the Griots or other wheel cleaners that kind of stick to the surface. I don't know, you probably don't have to wet the wheel down first. It doesn't say that you have to, so that could probably help, but it still was very effective. And third, the biggest negative is kind of the smell. It's not great. I know what they were trying to go for, which is this pina colada smell, and it's not bad. If you look at the reviews on Amazon, a lot of people that give it 1 star is because of the smell. It's not that bad. I'm pretty sensitive to really gross smells, and it's not that bad, but it's not great. So a good wheel cleaner, it's cheap. You can find it everywhere, and if you can put up with the smell. One last thing is, as you saw in the video, the color looks exactly like coolant. It's bright green. So if you were using this around other people, it might freak them out thinking that you're pouring coolant all over the ground. So that's kind of a negative. I would have picked a different color, but it does make it easy to see where it's at on the rim. So take that however you want. The real surprise was this Griot's Garage wheel cleaner. It's pH neutral. It's safe for every kind of wheel out there. And it's gentle. So I thought, this thing wasn't going to do anything. And as you can see, it cleans just as well, if not even a little better, because I tested it the other day before I actually did it on camera, than the Meguiar's. It's a little more expensive, so that's a negative, but with the coupon code at Advanced Auto or online where you buy it, you can get it down to about the cost of the Dub. So it's really a non-issue. It smells wonderful, it's safe, and there's no comparison in the bottles. The Griots has very nice bottles with really nice triggers, where this is just kind of your standard junky Meguiar's trigger. So they're both great. It kind of depends on what you want out of your wheel cleaner. They both do a really good job. I think they're both pretty pH neutral. This one definitely is. It doesn't claim on the other one, but some guys on AutoGeek have done some testing with pH strips and says it's not that bad. So I think it would be safe on uncoated aluminum. I'm not sure though. And if I'm going to use the rims on the Viper are high-end HRE, and they're about almost $7,000 rims. So, you start thinking about that in the back of your head when you start spraying something on them, and I know I'm safe with this. I'm probably safe with this. So I think both of these would be a good addition to any detailing arsenal. Maybe you save this for your higher dollar stuff that you're worried about. But honestly, this is probably okay too. They both work good. It's just kind of all in what you want. So any questions, please leave them in the comments, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. Rate, comment, subscribe, and until the next time, see you back here in my garage.